What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Duke and Dutch Show. And we have a very good episode for you right now at the absolute state of the WNBA. It has
Hell of a
been
game last night.
it has been a big week for the WNBA. There was a player whose wig was yanked off, who ran off of the court after that. And the fan got kicked out for making a comment about her wig getting snatched off. Which, I can only imagine if that happened in the actual NBA. I don't think it would. Although, I have seen LeBron's plugs get hit once or twice, and that doesn't look too great for him. Sophie Cunningham, teammate of Caitlin Clark, was wearing an Arby's shirt. She went viral for that and made one of the biggest trends in the U.S. And the game was stopped because a green dildo was launched onto the court. Thankfully, we actually have footage of this harrowing event. I'm going to speed it up a little bit here.
Thankfully, nobody was hurt in this incident.
Wow, I'm glad it didn't hit anybody, because if it hits anybody, I mean, I don't think these ladies, most of them, I would say, probably don't know how to handle one of those things.
That's good at footage.
All right, hold on, I gotta slide my camera up real quick, because everybody, check out the bottom right. We don't really need the audio. Oof.
All right, it's pretty quick.
It was pretty quick, but we're gonna do the play. Yep, there we go. That's the slow-mo camera. Gonna do the, let's see here. Obviously, there's got to be a police officer checking it out, and there it is. There is the object right there, the green dildo that was propelled onto the court. I can see why they need somebody else to come in. These women are probably like, what the hell is that? I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Well, either way, they can't just go over NBA stuff. Any sportsman, no athlete would take any of this stuff. Groundskeepers, the maintenance people.
I think most NBA, what do you mean, like NBA play? Most NBA players, I don't think, would take any of that stuff. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No.
But most of these ladies, I don't think, would take any of that stuff either. And obviously, they had to call somebody else in there. Like, what is this strange, unidentified? It's a UFO. It's an unidentified flying object. That's what it is. They have no idea. They've never seen anything like it in their life. Well, we thought that was the end of the story, but no. Unfortunately, Mr. President, I have to report, a second dildo has hit the court. A second dildo has struck the court.
I'm green.
And I think, obviously, I think this is just going to be a trend. Obviously, I don't want these women to be harassed. This is not funny. Yeah. Nobody laugh at this. It's not funny, okay? It's not funny. Nobody laugh at this. Those women had no idea what that even was. Now, play this clip out real quick. Obviously, you can see this was not as successful. I don't think we have, hold on. Sorry, I mean, we might have footage of the launch. That was a little preemptive. I gotta move my screen.
Technically never made it to the actual.
It technically was an out of bounds dildo. So this is not as flagrant. This is not flagrant, obviously, because it didn't touch the court, but the attempt was definitely made. Obviously, the first launch was a little bit better, but now there's a copycat green dildo launcher onto the WNBA courts, which is a very, very serious. Can you imagine if it hit one of these women in the eye?
We got a copycat. Yeah, seriously. I mean,
what would happen? This is not funny. Nobody laughs.
It's silicone, so it's not gonna literally physically cause any damage. Most likely, if it hits someone, it might shock someone, but like it's silicone. It's not gonna actually be a forceful hit. But
yeah,
I think the message itself, or the
not funny. It's not funny.
The item itself hitting anybody. I know I wouldn't want to be hit with one of those in my head.
This is a disgusting trend. Whoever is doing this, whoever's paying $4 to get into the WNBA, and another however much dildos cost, I don't know what, like $5.
It's almost guaranteed they spent more on the dildo than they did on the ticket, most likely.
Well, whatever. Like this person is spending upwards of. I mean, this is not funny. These women could get injured. They're not used to seeing that sort of stuff. Or actually, I guess maybe most of them are actually. I guess maybe maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the actual.
I mean, does this stuff happen often? I'll tell you right now, I played
Right?
numerous basketball games in my life. I've never had anything thrown in the court, but hey, guess this happens now.
So, well, we
This
have
is
an
a thing.
update on this, and this is why we're covering this. One, because listen, we don't want there to be a serial dildo thrower on the loose, going to WNBA games, paying $6 to get in, and then all of a sudden launching a dildo on unsuspecting WNBA players. Nobody wants to see this happen to these poor women. And I, obviously as a feminist, I cannot condone this behavior. But luckily, we have super sleuths here who have caught and arrested one of the dildo throwers. Now, we don't know if this is a serial act going on here, and we don't know if it's been the same person, but one of them has been. There could be some sick bastard out there who's going around to all the WNBA games they possibly can and just launching dildos. Could be. I think we're going to see a change up. I think the color will change next time.
I wonder what the charge is labeled.
I don't know. That'd be very interesting.
Maybe just simply disorderly conduct. That would be my guess.
But we have the WNBA green dildo update.
Assault with a green object.
The WNBA says the first green dildo thrower has been arrested. The one in Atlanta, green dildo thrower 2. The one in Chicago remains at large. It's not funny. Nobody laugh at this. WNBA says fans was arrested in Atlanta after sex toy was thrown on court following copycat incident in Chicago. The WNBA has revealed that an individual who threw a sex toy onto the court at an Atlanta Dream game earlier in the week was arrested, and that any person throwing objects onto the court will be ejected from the arena and face a minimum 1-year ban. That's got to be the worst, man.
That's a standard thing.
I said it is. I mean, what if somebody was like, you can't go to a WNBA game again? I'd be like, man, my life it's over. What am I gonna do with myself? What do I do?
Don't worry, it's only for 1 year. You gotta do it multiple times.
It's true. It's only for 1 year, so I guess it's but the punishment should fit the crime. That's true. And obviously, if you throw a dildo onto the court,
does it matter how long it is or what color?
I think it should matter how long it is.
Does it change the charge?
I think it should. Of course, yeah. I mean, if they threw a white dildo down, that might be racist. If they threw a black dildo down, that might be racist. Green dildo, I feel like, is pretty neutral. It's probably inoffensive. Yeah. I don't think anyone can get too mad at that. I think
honestly was a good choice.
Yeah, honestly, because you can't really interpret that in any sort of way other than, because as far as I know, or at least I would think if you're healthy, nobody has green junk, but I'm sure.
Was that an average size dildo or was that a big one?
I don't know. They haven't.
A small one.
Listen, the police are investigating this very closely. They haven't released the specifications of the dildo. We don't know how long it was. We don't understand, obviously.
Do they know what brand it is?
Do
they at least know what brand it is?
We don't understand the circumference of the shaft right now. This is an ongoing investigation, and the police are not going to release anything early to tamper with this investigation. This is serious. It's serious. Everybody, stop laughing. It's not funny.
Extra skin or no extra skin?
Do they have? I don't think there's no. What do you mean? I don't think there's skin on dildos. Oh, what do you mean? Like a circumcised? Do they have uncircumcised dildos?
Circumcised or
circumcised? I don't know. I'm not an expert in this area. And like I said, I think this is why it freaked out a lot of these women. I'm sure they're not experts in it either. The incident in Atlanta occurred late in the fourth quarter of the Dreams game against Golden State on Tuesday in College Park, Georgia. Later in the week, another sex toy was thrown in Chicago under the hoop after a whistle was blown to stop play during the third quarter of Golden State's 73-66 victory over the Sky. An official kicked the object aside before it was picked up and removed. It is unknown if and this is not a smart man right here. Because if you would keep this thing and you could sell this for money. This is now worth something. This got chucked at the game. Yeah, somebody would pay.
This is worth more. This is now more than the revenue of the WNBA.
This is now a cultural artifact right here. You don't know what you're doing, guy. We're not creating cultural artifacts anymore. So, it is unknown if the fan who threw the object at the Sky game was arrested. Quote: "The safety and well-being of everyone in our arenas is a top priority for our league. Objectives of any kind." Objects of any kind thrown onto the court or in the seating area impose a safety risk for players, game officials, and fans, the league said in a statement. In line with WNBA arena security standards, any fan who intentionally throws an object onto the court will be immediately ejected and face a minimum 1-year ban in addition to being subject to arrest and prosecution by local authorities. And like
what could you be
you brought
prosecuted?
this up earlier. What would the charge exactly be? Disturbing the
Yeah,
peace? I don't know. Like I like
and it's a public active event. So like, I mean, what? I guess not following their policies procedures, but is that a criminal offense? I
possible assault, indecent exposure. I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know. What
yeah,
is it?
exactly. I don't know.
What would this no? It's super disrespectful. Sky Center Elizabeth Williams said, "I don't really get the point of it. It's really immature. Whoever is doing it needs to grow up." New York Liberty forward Isabel Harrison commented on social media about the situation on Friday. Arena security, hello. Oh, what are they gonna do? They're gonna start frisking. They're gonna start frisking people for dildos. You know, like, sorry, what?
Were they hiding the dildo? Jeez,
I
when
know
they
where
came through, because usually they do frisk people usually
I
when
know
they
where
come
I
in.
would hide it. I mean, personally,
Yeah,
I mean, I think it'd be pretty easy to hide a fucking dildo, really. But like,
yeah.
it's just, it's like, hey, you can put it in your bag. You can stuff it in your pants. I mean, like,
Like,
what
put
are you
it in
gonna
your
do?
underwear.
Like,
Like, hey,
yeah,
why
that's
you
what I mean.
touching
It's
me?
like, come on. It's
Hey,
like
why you
you could
touching
hide.
me?
Arena security can't do anything against it unless
Yeah,
they're gonna strip search people before
it's
they
not
come into the
realistic.
games. And it's listen, I'm not paying $6 to get strip searched at a WNBA game.
Yeah.
You know, sorry, maybe if even if you dropped it down to $2, but maybe then, maybe, but for 6, nah, I gotta watch my wallet a little better than that. Please do better. It's not funny. Never was funny. I've been saying that the whole time. It's not funny. It's not funny. Nobody laugh at that. Throwing anything on the court is so dangerous. WNBA arenas have security procedures, with many having either a no bag policy or some allowing clear bags, often limited in size. Every bag is subject to search upon arena entry. I didn't even know their policy was that strict,
So
actually.
it raises even more questions. Like, seriously, where were they hiding
You,
these fucking dildos, man?
you stuff it in your
And
pants.
it must have been right on them, yeah, right in a coat pocket or maybe their fucking pants.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see.
Wow.
Obviously, one person has been arrested. That'll be very interesting to see what they were arrested for. I don't know, indecent exposure, disturbing the peace.
Yeah, I'm curious
Uh,
to see what the charges will be, if any.
I mean, I know there's attempted battery. I don't know if
Can you?
there's not attempted assault though. Like, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
it's not funny. And I really hope this trend just dies out and ends, because whoever is doing it, you're sick, you're immature, and
Childish.
you're childish, and it doesn't matter that this is the only thing the WNBA is getting headlines for. That doesn't matter. Like, it's not safe for the players. It's not safe for the women. It's
Well,
not.
yeah. What was the end result of either of those games? Anyone know?
Yeah, the
Let us know in the
one
comments.
of them here was Golden State's 73-66 victory over the Sky.
That one was almost over. Yeah, that was towards the end of the game.
Well, that's just the final score, I believe it was. No, yeah, that is the final score, which is but whoever is doing it, knock it off. You could hurt one of these women. They're not familiar with that equipment, so please, just cut it
On that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let us know
out.
what is going on.
I'm just so disgusted.
Where would you hide it?
I need I'm so disgusted. I need a break. I really do.
What color would you use?
This world is sick. It really is. These poor women.
Yeah.